Kevin Durant named an Eastern Conference All-Star starter alongside his point guard teammate Kyrie Irving will join him for the festivities in Utah. But first things first, the Nets got to get past the Pistons, and in this one, that was a very tall task. Jay Ivey knocks in a three. But Detroit's got to deal with that man, a bad one at that. His name is Kyrie Irving, and he responds with a three of his own. Kai ain't done yet. Another three-pointer. Nets up a point, but they had a dogfight on their hands. Right before the end of the first quarter buzzer, it's Markieff Morris cutting the Nets deficit in half. Detroit up three after one. Second quarter, it's Killian Hayes lining it up from the top of the key and knocking it down for three. Irving still not stopping. Another tray ball caps off a Boston 7-zip run. But it was almost like the Pistons were just disgusted with the Nets getting two All-Star game starters and decided to take it out on the team. You saw Saddiq Bey for three, and then Bey inside on the putback. In the third, it's Detroit up by 10. Nets mount a run because they got Patty Mills and Nicholas Claxton, who's been phenomenal this year. We got a single-digit game down the stretch. Alec Burks responds with a tray ball of his own. And then look at the moves from Saddiq Bey. Whoo, that's a nasty jumper from the midi. Bey had 25 points, 9 rebounds. Kyrie had himself a night. How about a 40 ball? Keep the Nets within 5 points. Under a minute to go. When it's winning time, the Pistons show off some of their young weapons. Jalen Durant rises up and throws it down. What up, Memphis? The Pistons shock the Nets at home with a 130-122 win. Can you believe just 8 months ago, Kevin Durant demanded a trade out of Brooklyn, and Kyrie Irving was on the trading block? Literally, the Nets were allowing him to shop around and see if he could find a deal out there for himself, a long-term extension, as they tried to shop on the back end for a trade that made sense for them. And again, I know they lost to the Pistons, but overall it's been a fantastic start for the Nets this year. Through around 50 games, they're right there in the thick of things out east. Only 5 games back of number one. And look, if Kevin Durant gets back before the All-Star game, he'll miss probably about, 4 or 5 more games. You get him back with about 25, 27 games to go to close the season out. You telling me this team couldn't win 19 out of 25? 18, somewhere around that out of 25? You win 18 out of 25 games, you'll be at least a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, and you got a chance. And, you know, one of the things with Brooklyn is it's all about matchups. The Celtics, very bad matchup last year for them in the postseason. If they can fool around and catch, a team like the New York Knicks, dare I even say the Cleveland Cavaliers are not the worst matchup out there for a team like the Brooklyn Nets. Pretty much most of these teams out east got guys that looked up to Kevin Durant and think the world of Kyrie Irving. It just ain't the Boston Celtics. They not afraid. They not afraid at all. But I'm looking at the landscape out east, and look, the Nets got a shot. And that's not something that I've said loosely over the last couple of years. I haven't been high on the Nets in the KD Kyrie era, but they do look better this year than in years past. And again, right now the focus just seems to be on basketball, and that's making all the difference for them. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, the only team literally the only team that's got 2 All-Star game starters from the same team. So that's a big deal. And it tells you how much they've been balling when they've been together and individually when other guy hasn't been around. Shout out to them. Look forward to seeing them represent the East in the All-Star game here in a couple weeks' time.